Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hammered Corner. I have an exciting video for you all today, as we look into why, during the early Saxon and medieval years, coins from the continent felt they needed to imitate the coins struck in England. So for those who have been a watcher of the channel since the beginning, would have seen by now that the list of areas to research in numismatic is never ending, and there are so many interesting periods, coin issues and rarities that focusing on one area may be really tricky in the beginning. But I thought today I would make it a little harder for you all by introducing you to a continental imitation side of numismatics. So for those who are part of the Facebook groups, you will often see coins posted by metal detectorists or beginners who ask for a coin ID for what they believe to be an Edward I penny. They actually turn out to be a sterling imitation from a king over on the continent, or what is now Europe. But why were coins imitated, and why didn't the continental rulers use their own designs? While the high reputation of the English coinage in the mid-12th century made it a target for imitation, some of the imitations are difficult to recognise as such, and some indications that a coin is an imitation are blundered reverse legends and slight differences in the punches used to make the dies. These differences apply both to the letters and the individual elements of the design, such as the crown ornaments and the facial details. These imitations were done to make an exact replica of the English coin. Merchants in the Low Countries, especially countries like Flanders, went to England to buy high quality wool and paid with English pennies. To get them, they exchanged silver bars and or light-weighted coins in English coin workshops. To avoid exchange rates and increase in profits, they soon started minting their own copies. They started to mint them in the same alloy and weight, but also in a baser material to earn more money. As the majority of the medieval population could not read, it was not a problem if the legends were not correct, or with the name of the local count and mint. If it looks to be correct, it must have been correct. So foreign merchants used English coinage as it entrusted those who were buying and selling that the silver being used was of the highest standard, so they began minting their own coins that would look exactly like the English of the short and long cross coins. There is an awesome book that is unfortunately out of print, very popular and thus extremely expensive to get one. It is the Continental Sterling Imitation book by Mayhew, and is on top of my list of literature that I'd like to attain this year. Please let me know if you're selling one by messaging me via the link in the description. So far we have seen some comparisons of the short cross coins and their continental imitations, and we have also seen an example of an Edward I penny that is in my collection, and an imitation from Belgium. So let's compare these two together, and just before I do, the continental imitation isn't imitating the exact coin, it's just to show the type of coin it's trying to be. The coin on the left is a sterling penny minted under Edward I after the 1279 Great Recoinage. The coin on the right is a sterling imitation from the reign of John II of Avesnes, struck circa 1290. John II was Count of Hainault in Belgium, from 1280 to his death, and he succeeded his grandmother, Margaret II. As we can see, both coins share the cross as the initial mark, and both share a beaded circle around the king's front-facing portrait. Edward I has a very distinctive crown and two long bits of hair either side of the face, where John II doesn't appear to have a crown at all, but instead long hair wearing a chaplet of roses. I don't believe there is a coin minted under Edward I without his crown, so this is a great first sign to help you tell the difference. And on the reverse we can see that both bear the long cross pate, accompanied by an inner and outer beaded circle with 3 pellets in quarters. We even have the exact lettering style, albeit a little different, but to the untrained and uneducated people back then, look exactly the same. The Edward I reads Civitas London for City of London, and the imitation reads the full name of the Valenciennes Mint. It would be interesting to know down below what design you prefer, and whether or not you've got an imitation in your own collections that you found detecting, or whether you're a collector of them. Big thanks to the Continental Imitation website for helping me, and for making a website packed with information for me to absorb and learn from. And if you'd like to learn about it further, then be sure to follow the links down below to the website. And thanks to my friend and fellow collector Peter de Hausen for his guidance and wisdom for this video. We really have an amazing community in the coin world. So there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and hopefully it has inspired you to start researching into another branch of numismatics you may not have known much about before today's video. Thank you all for watching, and as always, keep collecting!